Have you ever wondered if the businesses you support uphold ethical practices? A simple question, yet it carries a weight that influences the global business landscape. Business ethics, a topic that may seem dull to some, is actually a riveting subject that forms the backbone of corporate governance. It sets the tone, the culture, and the direction for every business. It's like the compass that guides a ship through stormy seas, ensuring it remains on course no matter how challenging the environment. Let's take a moment to consider PricewaterhouseCoopers, better known as PwC. This global network of firms, operating in 158 countries, is a shining example of how business ethics underpin corporate governance. They've made a firm commitment to uphold ethical practices, setting a high standard for their employees and business operations. This isn't just about avoiding bad press or public relations disasters. It's about maintaining trust, increasing profitability, and ensuring sustainability. PwC's commitment to ethics is not just a lofty ideal, it's a tangible strategy that's embedded into their corporate DNA. Their core values, including acting with integrity and making a difference, are not just words on a page. They are guiding principles that shape their daily operations and long-term strategy. This commitment to ethics has made PwC one of the most trusted names in the industry. It has allowed them to forge strong relationships with clients, attract top talent, and achieve a level of success that is sustainable and responsible. So why does this matter to you? Because every time you interact with a business, whether it's buying a product, investing in a company, or even choosing a job, you are indirectly endorsing their ethical practices. You are placing your trust in them, and in return, you expect them to act responsibly and fairly. As we can see, ethics play a critical role in shaping the corporate world. But how does this tie into corporate governance? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this subject, dissecting the complex yet fascinating world of corporate governance and how it is intrinsically tied to business ethics. So, we've talked about business ethics, but what is corporate governance? Well, in simple terms, corporate governance refers to the system of rules, practices, and processes by which a company is directed and controlled. It's the framework that outlines the rights and responsibilities of different participants in an organization such as the board, managers, shareholders, and other stakeholders, and spells out the rules and procedures for making decisions on corporate affairs. Think of corporate governance as the compass that guides the ship of a company, steering it towards its goals while keeping it afloat amidst the turbulent seas of the business world. It's the glue that holds an organization together, ensuring that everything runs smoothly and everyone plays by the rules. Let's take a real-world example to make this concept clearer. Consider Barclays, a global financial services company. Their corporate governance framework is a key factor behind their international success. It provides a clear delineation of roles and responsibilities, ensures transparency in their operations, and promotes accountability among all stakeholders. Their board of directors, for example, is responsible for setting the company's strategic aims, providing the leadership to put them into effect, and supervising the management of the business. Meanwhile, their shareholders have the right to vote on key decisions, including the appointment of directors and approval of annual accounts. This system of checks and balances creates a healthy business environment where everyone's interests are aligned and the company can thrive. Moreover, Barclay's strong commitment to ethical business practices, reflected in their corporate governance, has helped them earn the trust and confidence of their customers, employees, and the wider community. It's a shining example of how good corporate governance can not only drive a company's success, but also contribute to a fair and sustainable society. So, corporate governance is not just about keeping a company on the straight and narrow. It's about creating a culture of integrity, accountability, and excellence that permeates every aspect of a company's operations. With a clear understanding of corporate governance, let's delve deeper into the importance of B and BBBEE. Many of you may have heard of B and BBBEE, but do you know their significance in corporate governance? These acronyms represent broad-based Black economic empowerment and Black economic empowerment, respectively. They are critical tools in South Africa's drive for economic transformation, aiming to rectify the imbalances of the past by ensuring broader and meaningful participation in the economy by Black people. Let's take Transnet as an example. This South African rail, port, and pipeline company has made a concerted effort to align with B and BBBEE initiatives. They recognize that these aren't just boxes to tick on a compliance checklist. Instead, they see them as a means to drive economic growth and social change. Transnet understands the importance of these initiatives in fostering a more inclusive and equitable economy. They've committed to promoting Black economic empowerment in their business operations, procurement policies, and corporate social initiatives. Their dedication to these efforts is evident in their transformation scorecards and annual reports. But it's not just about compliance for Transnet. They've internalized the ethos of B and BBB, viewing them as integral parts of their corporate identity and strategy. They've seen firsthand how these initiatives can lead to increased competitiveness, improved reputation, and enhanced stakeholder relations. However, B and BBB aren't just important for businesses. They're also vital for the wider economy. By promoting broad-based economic participation, they help to create a more inclusive, resilient, and sustainable economy. They challenge the status quo, driving businesses to rethink their strategies and practices in ways that promote economic justice and social transformation. So, B and BB are more than just compliance requirements. They're powerful tools for economic transformation, challenging businesses to be more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable. They're about creating a better future for all, not just a privileged few. So, we see how B and BBB can drive economic transformation. But what about the role of scorecards and compliance? This is where we delve deeper into the nitty-gritty of how businesses can align their operations with these transformative objectives. Scorecards and compliance often appear complex, but they are essential elements of corporate governance. Now, you might be wondering why so? Well, let's dive right into it. Imagine an orchestra. Each instrument plays a vital part, but without a conductor to guide them, the symphony would descend into chaos. That's where scorecards come into play in the world of business. They are the conductors of corporate symphonies, ensuring that every department and individual is playing their part effectively. Take Microsoft, for instance. This tech behemoth uses scorecards to monitor performance across its vast operations. These scorecards help Microsoft track progress towards its goals, identify any issues that might be hindering performance, and make informed decisions about where to focus resources. In essence, scorecards provide a snapshot of the company's performance at any given moment, guiding the future course of action. On the other hand, compliance is all about adhering to the rules and regulations that govern businesses. Think of it as the sheet music in our orchestra analogy. Just as musicians must follow the notes on the page to create a harmonious melody, businesses must comply with laws and regulations to operate efficiently and ethically. Take the case of Mercedes-Benz, a global leader in the automobile industry. Mercedes-Benz is bound by strict regulations concerning safety, emissions, and manufacturing standards, among others. By adhering to these regulations, Mercedes-Benz not only ensures the safety and satisfaction of its customers, but also maintains its reputation as a responsible and ethical business. So in essence, scorecards and compliance are two sides of the same coin. Scorecards help businesses keep track of their performance, while compliance ensures that they operate within the boundaries of law and ethics. They are the necessary duo that keeps the corporate world in harmony. So scorecards and compliance are integral to effective corporate governance. But let's not forget the vital role of integrity. In the end, what binds all these elements together in corporate governance? The answer lies in two fundamental principles: integrity and ethics. These are the lifeblood of effective corporate governance. Let's consider Anglo-American, a globally recognized brand. The company's commitment to integrity is not just inscribed in their mission statement, it is practiced in their daily operations, from the boardroom to the mining site. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's about being transparent, accountable, and fair. It's about creating a culture where ethical behaviors are rewarded and unethical practices are not tolerated. Integrity goes beyond mere compliance. It's about setting a higher standard for your business and striving to meet it, day in and day out. It's about building trust with your stakeholders and, in doing so, securing the long-term success and sustainability of your company. Integrity and ethics are indeed the heart of corporate governance, guiding businesses towards sustainable success.